My name is Brandon, also known as the DeFi Guide, and I like to start off all of my videos with the #1 rule in DeFi because this is the most important thing that you will ever learn on this channel. So in DeFi, we use a wallet to take full custody and full ownership of our assets. And a wallet really is a private master key that unlocks all of your assets and all of your accounts on the blockchain. This is also known as a seed phrase or a secret recovery phrase. And when you get into DeFi, your #1 job is to keep your seed phrase safe and secure. Keep it as a hard copy. Don't store it as a file on your phone or your computer. Those devices can get hacked and you can lose your entire investment. I really don't want that to happen to anyone. Never give your seed phrase away to anyone, no matter what they say to you. These scammers can be quite tricky sometimes, so you have to keep your guard up and do not give away your secret recovery phrase. Don't email it, don't enter it anywhere online. The one and only time you will ever need your seed phrase in the future is if you are restoring your wallet on a new device, a new computer, or a new phone. That's it. So with all of that being said, I understand that DeFi can be very confusing, especially when you're just starting out. So please do not be shy about asking for help. We have personal one-on-one guidance available to you in either one of these groups on Telegram. Just go to t.me/team drip guide and or t.me/official Ark. And if you go to the Ark Telegram, please be sure to mention my name, Brandon, the DeFi Guide. In this video, I'm going to give you a quick rundown on the Ark Finance protocol. This is my absolute favorite DeFi investment right now. And if you like what you see, please go ahead and use the referral link in the description. But please also understand that I am not a financial advisor and it's completely up to you to do your own research and make your own investment decisions. So the flagship product at Ark Finance is called the Vault, and this is a smart contract that rewards you for buying and holding the ArkFi token. Now, when you buy some of these ArkFi tokens, they are automatically deposited into your personal Vault account. And do keep in mind, this is a permanent deposit. You can't withdraw your deposit. However, as soon as you do make that deposit, the smart contract starts paying you. It starts rewarding you with free ArkFi tokens every minute of every day, and you will be able to withdraw a portion of those rewards every single day. By the way, ArkFi is not a company or some kind of institution paying these rewards to you. This is a smart contract. It's essentially just software. It's an app, and it's installed on a decentralized public blockchain. That's why it's called a decentralized app, or a dApp for short. Now, this dApp does have a really cool built-in calculator, and you can see an example right over here. Let me just quickly point out a couple of things on this example. First of all, notice the days to ROI is 94 days. So what that means is you're able to recoup your initial investment in terms of the number of ArkFi tokens you originally deposited. You're going to be able to recoup that in just a little over 3 months, which is really fantastic. Definitely one of my favorite features of this dApp. The second thing I want to point out is the total ROI showing here as about 15,000%. So what that means, obviously, is that you get a lot more tokens out of the vault than what you put in. In this particular example, the initial investment is $996 or 152.5 tokens. And the net after selling is almost 24,000 tokens. So that's the 15,702% total return on investment, or as we say, that's a 157x. Now that's a pretty huge return on investment, and you're probably thinking, there's no such thing as an investment that can return 157x. That's just impossible. It's too good to be true. But it is possible, all right? Let me tell you why. If you think it's impossible, it's because you're thinking in terms of traditional finance. And no one can blame you for that because that's all you've ever known until now. Now, I encourage you to open your mind and expand your thinking on this, and let me tell you about another quote-unquote impossible investment return. But in this case, this is something that actually happened in real life. I'm talking about what happened with Bitcoin. I'm sure you've heard of Bitcoin, right? And did you know that in 2011, you could have bought Bitcoin for 1 cent? A single penny per Bitcoin actually happened in 2011. And then over the course of the next decade, Bitcoin went all the way up to $69,000 per coin. It actually did that. You can look it up. So you could have turned a single dollar into $6.9 million. Let me say that again. You could have turned a dollar into $6.9 million in 10 years. That is a 6.9 million X return on investment. So when you add that little nugget into your thinking process, suddenly a little 157X return doesn't seem all that unrealistic. It doesn't seem impossible, and that's because it's not impossible. I'm here to tell you I've already experienced these kinds of returns in DeFi. By the way, the reason Bitcoin had such an amazing ride is because of something called user adoption, meaning we went from just a handful of people that even knew Bitcoin existed to 10 years later, and it's basically a household name around the world. Bitcoin had something called product market fit, which means it was an investment product that had a lot of appeal. And so it experienced a period of hyper growth. To be honest, I think that ArkFi has even more potential than Bitcoin because it has a better product market fit. As an investment product, ArkFi is much more appealing than Bitcoin. Plus, it has a referral system which just adds jet fuel to the user adoption rate. People going out and spreading the word about Ark. And that's the key, user adoption. I fully believe that Vault will be able to return that 157X because the user adoption is going to be there. It's been very strong out of the gate so far, and I'm confident it's going to stay strong for many years to come. I wouldn't be surprised to do even better than 157X on my investment. And one last thing that I want to make sure everyone understands is that Vault pays you in tokens, not dollars. The only thing that's guaranteed with this is that the Vault smart contract will pay you the correct number of tokens that it's been programmed to pay. The future value of those tokens in dollars is not guaranteed. That is the risk with this investment. The future value of the ArkFi token is unknown. It can't be predicted. Personally, I feel very confident about this protocol. It's been very solid so far, and I believe it'll continue to be solid for many years. But this is not a guaranteed sort of a thing. It's not a risk-free investment. There's really no such thing as that. But again, you can recoup your initial tokens in just 94 days. So for me personally, it's worth it to take the risk, and it's just a no-brainer in my mind. So to get started with ArkFi, you'll need a wallet such as Rabby, which is my favorite, or Metamask. You'll connect your wallet to the Binance Smart Chain, and you'll need some BNB for gas fees, as well as some BUSD. If you're on a browser on your computer, just click on the referral link in the description below. If you're using MetaMask on your phone, you'll need to make a copy of that link in the description and then go into the MetaMask app and open up the browser that's built into the MetaMask app and paste the link in there. Next, you want to connect your wallet to the dApp, then approve BUSD for use with the swap contract. The minimum deposit for Vault is 10 tokens, but that's just for your initial deposit. You can always make smaller deposits after that first deposit if you want. And at the time of making this video, the token price was $5.71. There's a total of 13% in taxes for buying and depositing into the Vault. So your initial investment needs to be about 68 to 70 BUSD. And don't worry too much, the user interface on this is really good, and it'll show you the estimate of how many tokens you'll get after the taxes. And again, if you need any help with any of this, please do not be shy. Just join the ArkFi Telegram group, t.me/officialark, and tell them Brandon, the DeFi guide, sent you. They will guide you one-on-one through the entire process. Now, once you're in the Vault, you'll begin earning rewards at a daily rate of 2%. That's 2% of your current deposit balance every single day. And do keep in mind that the rate will drop down to 1% after a few months. But it's nothing to worry about because it's going to happen around the same time you're already getting your first ROI, roughly when you've withdrawn your initial number of tokens back out of the Vault. And the system just keeps track of your net deposit, what we call NDV, net deposit value. It's basically just the number of tokens that you've put into the Vault minus the number of tokens you've pulled out. And remember, over the life of this investment, you're going to be pulling out a lot more tokens than you put in. So as soon as your NDV goes down to 0 and starts going negative, then the system reduces your rewards from 2% a day down to 1% a day. But again, it's nothing to worry about. At that point, you've already recouped your initial tokens and you're still earning 1% every day, which is very good. And you're free rolling at that point because you've already removed all of your risk from the investment. So on the Vault dashboard, you'll see the rewards timer. That timer is counting down the 24 hours, and when that reaches 0, you have earned all of your rewards for that particular day, and it stops earning for that day. What you have to do at that point is allocate your daily rewards. You have to decide what portion you want to compound, meaning that amount gets added to your deposit, and you decide what portion you want to withdraw, meaning those wallets come out of the vault and back into your wallet. So as soon as you allocate, the timer will reset to 24 hours and you start earning rewards once again. For me, I like to keep this very simple. I just go with the 50-50 allocation, as you can see, and that makes my CWR, which stands for compound withdrawal ratio. 50/50 is a CWR of 1.0. Now you can decide to compound a little heavier if you want. So you can go as high as 60% compound and 40% withdraw. Your CWR for that would be 60/40 or 1.5. If you want to compound at an even higher rate than the 60/40, you'll need to buy one of the legacy NFTs, which I will talk about in another video. But for now, like I said, I definitely prefer to keep things simple with this and just go with the 50-50. Now, if you want to go the other way and withdraw your rewards at a higher rate, you can, but not really all that much. If you notice that red zone on the CWR gauge, you want to keep the needle away from that red zone. The minimum you can do is about 45% compound and 55% withdrawal. So your CWR would be 45/55, which is about 0.81. That's a little higher than the minimum 0.75, and I really wouldn't try to push it too much on that. You don't want to mess with this too much, because if you drop into that red zone at 0.75 or lower, then the contract will reduce your daily rate all the way down to 0.5% a day. You'll still earn the same return in tokens over the long haul, but you'll just be going a lot slower than everyone else, and it's best to just avoid that. As far as the ArkFi tokens that you withdraw out of the vault and into your wallet, I personally like to go back over to the swap page and swap those tokens back to BUSD. The main goal here for me is to remove part of the risk and to recoup my initial investment in terms of real life dollars and cents. Now, if you're too busy to manage your vault account every single day, there is an auto allocation feature built into this dApp. What you do with this, first of all, you decide on a certain number of days that you want the system to manage your daily allocations for you automatically. You enter that in, and then you decide on what CWR you want for your allocations during that time. You have 3 choices here. Again, the higher CWRs are only available if you have one of the legacy NFTs. So again, 50-50 compound withdraw would be 1.0, and 60/40, which is also very popular, that would be 1.5. When you set this up, you'll have to prepay the gas fees for whatever number of days you entered, and that is at a rate of 0.003 BNB per day. I've used this function a couple of times, but generally I do like to allocate manually because the gas fees for manual allocations are much cheaper, and I'm usually available every day to go in and manage my investment. It really only takes a couple of minutes a day. But this is a really nice function for folks that are super busy and they don't want to deal with clicking a button at the same time every day. It's also really nice for when you go on vacation or you're just not going to be able to get on your computer for a few days. The auto allocation feature is very helpful for that. Now, this video definitely would not be complete without mentioning the foundation product and the beautiful, amazing Spark Daily Lottery. There's a reason I've saved the best for last. The foundation is ArkFi's liquidity product, meaning when you invest in foundation, you are adding liquidity to the ArkFi BUSD decentralized liquidity pool. It's a little bit of a word salad there, but just think of this as a high yield savings account. That's how it functions, okay? You deposit BUSD in and you withdraw BUSD out. So that's a key difference between the foundation and the vault, right? With foundation, you can withdraw your principal back out. However, do keep in mind there is a 10% fee on deposits and a 10% fee on withdrawals. So even though you can withdraw, you probably don't want to do that too frequently because of those fees. With foundation, you're earning a truly passive income in the form of BUSD rewards every single day. The rate of return on this does vary a bit, but I did do some calculations before making this video, and what I have received personally over the past couple of weeks from foundation, it comes out to about 0.14% per day. Now you can withdraw those rewards every day if you want, or you can let them build up for a while. But what I like to do is compound my rewards every week. And 0.14% per day might not sound like very much, but check this out. If you compound your rewards every week for a full year, the APY on that, the annual percentage yield on that, is more than 165% a year, which is absolutely phenomenal. But as awesome as that is, to me, the best part about Foundation is that it allows you to be eligible for the Spark Daily Lottery. So what's the Spark Daily Lottery? So every day in the Ark Telegram group, we have a podcast. And during the podcast, the system will randomly pick one winner from all the eligible vault accounts. If you win, you get a huge injection of tokens added to your vault account. And this is not a trivial amount, guys. This is not a small prize. In the last couple of days, we've seen prizes of over $4,000 worth of ArkFi tokens. 4,000 bucks added to your vault. It's absolutely huge. And you start earning a lot more daily rewards right after that. So if you can swing it, you want to have at least $250 invested in the foundation, which is 280 BUSD before that 10% fee that I mentioned. And if you can invest 280 BUSD, then you'll be eligible for that Spark Daily Lottery, and you'll have a chance to win that massive prize every single day. You don't have to be present in the podcast. It's all fully automated. If you have that 250 in the foundation, you're good to go. On top of that, with 250 in the foundation, you'll also be eligible for your level 1 referral rewards, which means that you can start referring Ark to your friends and your family and your coworkers, and you can start building your syndicate, and you'll get referral rewards every time they deposit into Vault. It's not mandatory to do this and refer other people to Ark, but it is very nice to get those 5% referral rewards every time someone deposits, and it really helps your account balance to grow even faster than just compounding alone. So I hope this video was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, please do me a favor and like the video, post a comment, and subscribe to the channel. I also do a live stream every Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern time and every Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern. It's a live Q&A format, so you can tune in, you can ask some questions, and I do my best to provide the answers. I also give away free crypto every stream. I do 2 airdrops every time, and all you have to do is show up. So you probably want to go ahead and not only subscribe, but click that notification bell, so that way YouTube will notify you every time I go live. And if you have some time, you can tune in and maybe win some free crypto. So thanks very much for watching the video, and I hope to see you all again. Bye.